Good morning, PSF farmers in Nigeria and all around the world. I am Mr. Royce Ogiri, aka Posh Plants. I want to briefly talk about harvesting. I have had so many questions on my WhatsApp page about how do we harvest when a lot of new farmers see BSF farming. By the time they see the substrate, they wonder how do we separate the maggots from the substrate. That's why I'm doing this video today. Before I continue, I would love you to subscribe to my channel, and you can also check our Facebook page, Nawewe Farmers. Click the notification bell so that you get information on every new video that we do. So let's move. I was talking about harvesting. There are several ways we harvest. Today I want to just talk about two major ones you need to know as a BSF farmer. We're talking about dry harvesting and wet harvesting. If you check this substrate, it's a bit mushy. It's still very wet. Then if you check the one over here, it's drier. So the method of harvesting in both ways will be different. First, there's one simple trick you can do. Get something that does not allow light pass through and just place on it. Maybe a day to the time you harvest. Naturally, all the maggots will move away from light and move into dark space. And when they do that, by the time you come the next day, when you lift this up, you have 90% of your maggots underneath this sheet. If I place it here now before the video is over, you will see it. But there won't be time for that. That's one way. But it's not the main harvesting. You still need to harvest whatever is left. But that one is good to make the work faster. What I do here for dry, I use these nets. And for wet, I use water. What do? You just pack your substrate and the maggots and pour into a bowl of water. Naturally, your maggots will come floating at the top. When you stir it, your maggots will come and float at the top. Use your filter and pack them out. Then set in a place to dry. But you must know one thing. Give me the bowl. If I should pack wet maggots into this bowl, after a while, they will start crawling out. So it's like a temporary fix, putting them there. What you do is, after clearing your substrates and washing your maggots out, drain the maggots and return it here, or just send to use straight. You either feed your birds, feed your fish, or whatever you intend to do with it. That is for the wet. Now for the dry, what I simply do is I pack my maggot and the substrate and I pour straight into my filter. And you see the maggots start squeezing their way through. This one takes some time, but it does not disturb you. Just spread and walk away. You use a big filter so that you can handle more of it. So those are the two ways that I do deal with harvest. Now, some people say, why is this substrate wet and why is this substrate dry? One thing, we have more of BSG here. If you watch my last video, I talked about using BSG and poultry waste. We have more of BSG here and a little of poultry waste. Why here we have more of poultry waste and a little of BSG? Why do I use more of poultry waste here and more of BSG here? I'll be talking about that in my next video so that you understand properly. But for this video, I'm talking about harvesting maggots. If you should leave this substrate for another 24 hours plus, everything will be dry. So you can also just pour it and shake the sand off. Shake the substrate off, and you have the maggots left inside there. Then you turn. That is when you are like working on a speed dial. You intend to use it almost instantly. That's what you do. So those are the two ways you can harvest major two ways you can harvest maggots from your substrate. Remember, I said you can leave this to dry further, then shake it. Your maggots will be left in the net while your substrate will go down into the bowl. I do commercial BSF farming, so I sell to fish farmers around me. So when they come, we just shake and give them, and they are off. I also use it to feed my birds. So click the notification bell so that you don't miss my next video of why I do this and why I do this. Thank you.